Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. The real true leaders of all Israel on earth today, if we can receive it. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect, the ones that scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, preaching this truth. Some that woke up to it, some that haven't. To the sincere Atwathium, the few sisters that listen and learn. To y'all, I like to say Shalom. And to the brothers, the scattered, the Israelite foreigners that might be off in these foreign lands, that might look like the foreign lands because they've been scattered there, but they bloodline, they seed goes back to Abraham, back to Isaac, and back to Jacob. Shalom. And today I'm just going on other nations, man, because these other nations took part of our spoils, man. And these other nations took part of bringing us down. It was all our fault, and it was all biblical prophecy through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. But at the same time, they get judged for that because it's a balance on everything. They had us down, and they also go see us rise. But I'm going to start off in the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, 83 and 1. A song, a psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still. So he's saying, do something, man. This was his mind state back then. So think about how our mind state is supposed to be now. We want the Lord to do something, man. Work that work. Put in that work for us, man. But that's what you see now going on with the Maximes and the C thing, the C thing that so-called people of color dying from at a high rate. But that's all plagues from the Lord because our people are hard-headed and stick-necked. But it goes on to say, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult. So the Most High got enemies. So if the Most High got enemies, we got enemies. If they hate the Most High, of course they go hate his children. Make a tumult. That's a loud uproar, a loud gathering. They have, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. That's that pride, man. These people hate Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, for the things that he did to them for us, for our sakes. Read the Bible and you will read some other stories. Some of the nations that he put down for the children of Israel. And the same thing is going to happen again because ain't nothing new under the sun, man. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who is the Lord's people, man? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, man. Crafty counsel, man. Sneaky gatherers, man. The G2 summons and things that goes on that we don't have no part of, no say-so in, no foot to step through the door to really represent a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native or Seminole Indian, man. These people hate us, man. They don't have our best interests at hand. Look at every president. Look at the the I can't even think of a word. Well, look at their track record. Look at America's track record and see have I ever did a Negro, Latino, a Native Seminole Indian any justice, man. We still marching with signs, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Ain't no damn justice and ain't no damn peace, man. So war going on, and you just don't know that you the target, man. That's why you getting killed off left from right, left from right. We dropping like flies. Because you is the target. You don't see liquor stalls on every corner, churches on every corner. gun stores in the hoods, all this fast food, they poisoning you, man. Chemtrails in your water. The school systems are set up to teach you nothing, so you will always depend on them and day jobs. Come on, man. Get your mind right, man. It goes on to say, they have taken crafty counsel. Who? The Lord's enemies and the ones that hate the Lord. They took crafty counsel against his people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Let's see what they said. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Cut them off from being a nation. Because our whole 12 tribes make up the nation. It's just not one race, like black is a race. And no, our whole nation, I mean, all 12 tribes make up one nation. But they cut us off and divide and conquer, something that the Romans did a whole lot of. Divide and conquer, man. Look it up, man. Google the term divide and conquer, man. It says they are confederate against thee. Let's see who. The tabernacles of Edom. It's about to name some other people, man. Edom, the so-called white man. The top one in the line. So like our arch enemy, Esau, Edom. It says, and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, and Moab, the so-called Chinese, and the Hagarenes, some so-called Africans, Gabal and Ammon. Ammon is the so-called Japanese, and Amalek. Amalek is the so-called Jewish men, the ones that wear the Hanukkahs, the ones that took our nationality. And the Philistines and the inhabitants of Tyre, real Africans, man. These people put us in captivity, man. We've been in captivity under every nation, man. In the Apocrypha. This is, what is it, First Maccabees 2:10. First Maccabees 2:10. What nation have not had part in her kingdom? Talking about Israel, because when you read in the Bible, Israel is known as the Lord's wife and known as a woman, just like wisdom. He was talking about the nation of Israel. What nation have not had part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? That's a rhetorical question, because we've been in slavery under all nations, man. Under all nations under heaven, man. We scattered in all these different lands. If you're not in your homeland and someone else makes the laws that's not your people, you in slavery. Hard. It might not be hardcore bondage, but you ain't free. Free is you have an army. You feel me? You have a land. You make laws. You feel me? Somebody get Baruch. Baruch. This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 23. It reads, for I have sent you out with warning and with weeping, but Yahweh will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now, the kingdom of Zion have, like as now, the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity. So shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of everlasting. So all these nations see us in captivity, see us in slavery, but they're going to see us on top too. It says, my children suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God. For thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. In the book of Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So that's all the nations that had us in captivity. Spoilers, taking our stuff for a spoil. A spoil is like when someone conquers you and you feel me, they take your gold, they take your resources, they take your children, they take your women. You feel me? Those are spoils of war, man. In the ancient world, when you conquer the land, you killed off all the men child, and you kept the women and the women child, man. And you had your way with them, man. And that's exactly what they did, man. They conquered our people, conquered our men, conquered our women, and they had their way with us until this day. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after, because no man seeketh after us. No man cared for us. Nobody put their hand out to help us and say, don't do that to the Lord's chosen people, man. They didn't. So they just as guilty. That's like Esau got his loss today. If you ride with someone and they do something like do a crime and you don't report that crime, then you accessory. So these nations are accessory. It says, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tent, take us out of slavery, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the place shall remain after the manner thereof. Man, we go have our land back, man, in the land of the Lord, man. Where I can tell you how about Shem Shah. Call volume like how about Shem Shah. Close out with this Isaiah, man. Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. It reads, and it shall come to pass. So like Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. That's us. He said, go have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel, because he had chosen Israel, Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and set them in their own land, the land of Israel, and the strangers shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, talking about the Israelite foreigners, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel, us, shall possess them in the land of the Lord. The other nations, for servants and handmaids, they will be our slaves, man. Thus said the Lord, thus said the Holy Bible. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. So the same people, the same nations that had us in captivity, we go take them to captivity. Simple as that. And they shall rule over their oppressors. We're going to rule over our oppressors. All the nations that oppressed us, we're going to rule over them and oppress them in the kingdom of heaven. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest. Not Donald Trump, not Osama bin Laden, not Joe Biden, not none of these people, man. We get rest from the Lord, man. The Lord. It says, and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Because the Lord made us serve captivity, man, for breaking his laws, his statutes, and his commandments, man. But now he bringing us back to our heritage. All praises go to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. With his children, man. He chastised us, man. So now we gotta take that licking and keep on ticking, man. Lord, will we make it through Jacob's trouble if we are those men? Because hard times is coming, man. Hard times is coming to planet Earth like you've never seen before. I'm talking about starvation. Children starving. Family members starving. Family members dying. Mothers dying. Women dying. All because you won't serve Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's it. Serve Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And you might stand a chance in these last days. So with that, I hope it was edifying. Call Allah Yablah, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Bakar Dash. Shalom.